And we're talking with head coach Ryan Williams of the Poland Bulldogs. Week 5, halfway through your regular season. You happy so far, Coach?
We're never happy. You know how it is. I mean, there's always something to kind of be frustrated about, and something that doesn't sit right. It kind of keeps you getting up in the morning. But I'm very satisfied with our record. I mean, I haven't been pleased with the way we've played on, too many mistakes, need to clean things up. But I'm obviously, I can't complain too much.
Now the second half, it doesn't get easy for you starting off with a team like Struthers.
No, the second half is a grind. There's no doubt. I mean, Struthers is a good football team, a very good football team. They lost by 3 scores last week and had the ball in the red zone 5 times. That's not going to happen. We have to take care of business. I mean, they're a good football team. They're well coached, and they got a chip on their shoulder when they come to Poland, and that brings out our best.
I'm sure you had some time to look at them. What kind of things concern you on both sides of the ball as you prepare for Struthers?
Defensive line is very aggressive. They came out and gave Canfield a little different look than is traditionally Struthers, and I think it surprised Canfield a little bit. So we want to make sure that we prepared for that look as well. Offensively, they're very similar to us. I mean, he does. Coach Kuntz does some things, some of that unbalanced, and gets you into some adjustments defensively that we have to be prepared for.
Coach Kurt said that Dave is an attitude, not a football play. How do you feel about that? And does that represent kind of your philosophy? And
what is Dave? Is that a player or something?
I don't know. What is Dave?
Yeah, it is. I mean, he knows. He coached with us
yes.
here. I mean, it
kind of on the spot.
Yeah, it's kind of it was from Coach Tressel. It's a YSU thing. It's been around. It's not fancy, it's not necessarily pretty, but those of us that believe in running off tackle and all that it creates, it is kind of he's going to run it, we're going to run it. He runs a little differently than us, and those subtleties are what makes it so kind of has like a cult following, I guess, sort of in the Youngstown area. Guys tied to Coach Tressel, and that was what YSU he brought it into prominence, and it's been run around here for 30 years here at this program.
And it's very successful for you the way you guys apply it.
What it is, it's not a play, and what he means by that is it's a zone play. I mean, it can hit in a number of different plays. It's just it's about your gap responsibility and and creating kind of that we're going to run it, you're going to run it. It's not what you do, but how you do it and who does it better.
Are you happy with the progression of your team this year so far?
Yeah, I believe so. There's things that we need to, if we're going to finish the second half of the season the way the kids want, then we have to do some things differently. We have to clean some things up, mistakes, penalties, busted assignments, negative plays. Great football teams don't have those. If we're going to be there, we got to eliminate some of those.
Watching some of your practice here Thursday before the game, you can't deny the size. You see, that's a big part of your offensive line, and somebody like Scott Campbell, boy, he looks really good. Coming off the bus, if you will. I mean, how you got some size, you got players that can do some things.
Yeah, I mean, you can't coach that. I mean, that's you either have that or you don't. And we're blessed to have 3 offensive linemen over 300 pounds, and D lineman. It's Scotty's every bit of 6'5". So we're blessed to have that. It's not the end all be all. You still gotta take care of those details and take care of snap count and not penalize yourself. But absolutely, if you don't have that size, you can't simulate it.
I know you're not looking ahead, but if you should come up on the victorious side against Struthers, you got a couple games that maybe can get you through to week 8 or 9 and 10. You got some big games down the road too.
I'm not worried about that. We got all we can handle this week, and certainly the rest of the way out is with the target on your back and good opponents, well coached opponents. It's not an easy ride anywhere.
What do you think is going to be the key against Struthers then, Ryan?
Oh, I think it'll be turnovers and penalties. I know that's the age old adage. It's not what you do, but how you do it. We have to take care of the ball. We have to make sure take advantage of turnovers if we're fortunate enough to get one. I think in a game like this where offensive schemes are similar, defensive schemes are similar, it's going to come down to special teams execution. And I'm real proud of where our special teams are. Mikey Kushner had a 44-yarder last week, which is a nice field goal, and Mitchell's been punting the ball well. So in a game where so much is similar, I think special teams are going to be paramount.
Do you want this to be a lower scoring game, or do you think it'll throw some
Want or what do I think?
what do you think? What do you think?
Oh, I don't, I don't worry about that.
You just want one more point.
I want one more point than they have. I love the way our defense has been playing run defense. Being able to rush the passer when if you get a team third and long and be able to rush the passer. I'm very, I'm confident our defense will continue to move forward. We got to set up the run. The run sets up the pass, and then the play action sets up the deep ball. So if we can get on schedule and get some first down throws and a couple of, get some second and shorts and be able to lift a couple there, that goes a long way to lightening that box. I know they're going to put 8 or 9 guys in the box to stop the run. So we need to be able to throw the ball a little bit tomorrow night.
Do you anticipate a great atmosphere?
Oh, it usually is. Yeah, absolutely. We have a rivalry community next door. Our kids, play Little League with their kids, and we've known them for a long time. So absolutely. And having Coach Kuntz over there, who was on our staff, that adds to it a little bit.
Now, where were you in 1999?
I was coaching at Austintown Fitch. I had been here. I coached that group that won the state title when they were freshmen, sophomores, and then I went over to Austintown Fitch and was coaching there. So I was at the state championship game when they won it.
Is there a lot of pride?
Absolutely.
Do you refer to that often? Is
Yeah,
that part
absolutely.
of the Poland nostalgia, if you will?
Absolutely.
Because you're one of the only Catholic or non-Catholic schools that in this area that's done that.
Yeah, and I think at the time, we were the first
14-0.
Yeah, 15-0.
14, I believe. Was it? Or was it 15?
Yeah, was
it
the
15?
first team to go 15.
I thought it was 14, but okay,
it was 15,
I'm not going to debate that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, those guys come around. We have a wall in there that we've painted up some of our traditions, and it has the state championship, and the wall in there has all, some of our award winners through the years. And, those guys will come in and talk to our kids whenever they're in town, or, we've had parents come in and check it out of players. And so absolutely, there's a great pride in being a state champ. And kind of it's out there. Hey, they did it. Why can't we do it? It's just, it's kind of one of those, you don't talk about those goals, but it's always tucked away in there as we need to achieve what they achieved before us.
It's kind of neat because these seniors weren't even born. They were born the following year after so it's like the whole cycle's coming up here.
Yeah, and it's something to look forward to. Something that they kind of we refer to it as why not us? They were able to do it. Let's put things in line and take care of business week to week, and maybe we'll have a chance too.
Great. Well, I know you got to take care of business tomorrow against Struthers, and the rest probably can take care of itself when you cross that bridge, I guess. Best of luck to you Friday and the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out and talking
Thanks
to
for
us.
your time.
Thanks.